Shocking comments now coming in from Karnataka Congress MLA Ramesh Kumar. He's gone on to say we've made enough to last 3 to 5 generations in the name of Nehru, Indira and Sonia Gandhi, and we have to sacrifice now.
ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರು ದೇಶಾದ್ಯಂತ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನನ್ನ ಗಂಡನ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ, ನನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಕಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ತೆಯ ಕಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ, ನೆಹರು ಮಾಡಿದ ಕಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ದೇಶದ ಜನ ನಮ್ಮ ಋಣ ತೀರಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಇವತ್ತು ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ತಿಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ 2 ಹೊತ್ತಿನ ಊಟ ಸಾರ್ಥಕ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 3-4 ತಲೆಮಾರುಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಗುವಷ್ಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನೆಹರು, ಇಂದಿರಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ, ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ ಕಿಂಚತ್ತು ತ್ಯಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ತಯಾರಾಗದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ತಿಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅನ್ನದಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಳು ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ.
My colleague Harish Upadhyay is now joining us on the broadcast. Harish, could you give us a better context of where these comments were made first?
Sparked the protest against the alleged harassment to Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi by the Enforcement Directorate. And the man who's speaking over there is Ramesh Kumar, the former speaker, former minister and a senior Congress leader. But what catches attention is the fact that he says that it's time for us to sacrifice. It's almost time for payback. That many of us have made wealth lasting 3-4 generations, and this is in the name of Nehru, Indira Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, and now we should be ready for this very little, very small sacrifice. The BJP already pouncing on it, saying that it's now becoming clear that this whole protest has been called for 2 individuals, and it's also very clear that the Congress indulged in corruption, and it's one of their own who's now making it clear that they've made enough wealth lasting 3-4 generations. So the Congress in a fix now because of the statement by Ramesh Kumar.
Has anybody else from the Congress reacted or either distanced themselves from these comments that have been made?
None of the Congress leaders have reacted so far, but this coming on the stage, this was supposed to be a protest against the Enforcement Directorate because they're questioning Sonia and Rahul Gandhi, but somewhere almost an admission of sorts, saying that many had in fact made fortune taking names of Nehru, Sonia and Indira Gandhi, and we should pay back now. It definitely has embarrassed the party, and nobody has spoken so far. And also this happened, this remark came almost in passing, and not many on the stage who were there also noticed it, but Ramesh Kumar will have a lot of explaining to do now.
Harish, quickly, you said the BJP is already pouncing as far as these remarks are concerned. What is the BJP saying at this point?
Well, the BJP is saying that 2 things become very clear. That in fact it's an agency that's doing its job going by the law, and the Congress is trying to stall it. If they do believe in the Constitution and the court of law, why are they taking out protests? It's just a mere probe that's on. Second, they're saying it's becoming clear that this whole protest that has been called is because these 2 individuals have been called, and nothing to do with the institution or the Constitution or the democracy that the Congress claims is one of the reasons for this protest. It's because 2 of the leaders are being called. It's because leaders from the Sonia Gandhi, the Gandhi family are being called that this protest is being held. The third aspect, which also puts the Congress in spot, is that the BJP says now that you have a leader on camera, on stage, confessing that many of their leaders have made enough wealth that could last 3-4 generations, taking the name of Indira, Sonia and Nehru, makes it very clear that Congress all along over the last few decades has indulged in corruption, and it's not just 1 or 2, many of them, as pointed out by Ramesh Kumar.